Hey everybody, Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty here. Wanted to come to you today with my bold 2022 predictions for the real estate market. It's always fun tossing what ifs and crystal ball predictions around this time of year. So I'm going to dive into my area of expertise in real estate and give it a go. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're watching on YouTube, and absolutely stay in touch with everything related to real estate, especially in the Denver Front Range market. So let's dive right in, okay? Coming off of 2021, a huge year when it came to real estate appreciation, year over year appreciation, 21% at one point in our market, very high number, record setting. But what do we have to look forward to for 2022? My prediction is between 7 and 12% in most Denver markets, maybe a little bbit higher in some, but we're going to go with that 7 to 12% average as a whole. People are talking about, the stock market and the, bond market and all this stuff. But the truth is that we are seeing incredible competition already right now. I had a client look at a house on December 24th. He put an offer in December 26th. They shut it down. They had multiple offers, 8 offers. He did not win, and he was $26,000 over with an appraisal gap and lots of all kinds of stuff there. So absolutely something that we need to focus on is appreciation. So I'm saying 7 to 12%. What's that mean? Well, if you have a $500,000 house, it's going to go up $50,000. So that is an intense amount, even at 10%. So you can only imagine what it was like for 2021 when people saw up to 21% year over year at certain times. So that's my prediction for appreciation. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about mortgage rates. Obviously, I'm not a lender. I don't have an NMLS number, so I can't drop mortgage rates on you or predictions. But what the pros are saying, I saw today that someone guessed that it'd be about 3.7% at some point this year. That is obviously higher than we're at now, but obviously not a ridiculous amount. We've seen, our parents and our grandparents pay 12, 15%, but at the same time, 25% or 0.25% increase leads to $60 to $100 a month, depending on your situation. So with that increase of 0.75, 3/4 of a point, we're going to see affordability kind of start to creep out of reach. And so a lot of people are saying, oh, that's what's going to hold prices down is these interest rates and the buyers. But the honest truth is these buyers are coming prepared. We're not seeing, $100,000 over asking. We're kind of in between the, $25,000 to $50,000 over asking, which typically asking price is kind of what the market value is. Sometimes realtors set it a little low. That's not really my style, but people do it to encourage a bidding war. But people are coming with appraisal gaps and people are coming with no inspections, which I think is crazy. But those terms are going to be what wins a lot of deals this year. So as we move forward, we got to be ready to go. We got to come with our best foot forward to win these deals and these offers, because at some point, somebody's going to come in and, say, okay, I'm fed up. I'll, give away, whatever rights they decide. And so people are going to have to come in strong. And so what the point is that those people are the ones with a little more cash and a little everything else. And so those prices are going to continue to go up, because it doesn't really matter if it appraises if you have an appraisal gap. So those are things that we will see into 2022 and absolutely will drive our prices higher. Not quite the jump we saw, because, literally last February I was writing offers, and then a month later that same house was closing for $100,000 over asking. I don't think we'll quite see that, in the $400,000, $500,000 range, but we will definitely see that. The added increase in interest rates is going to affect those people with less cash and less ability to, give up inspection rights and things like that. Again, I never suggest doing that. We have ways to write contracts that'll at least give us a chance in those situations. But the bottom line is you have the cash and you're going to be king. So those hiked up interest rates aren't going to really affect those people, but they will affect that first-time home buyer. So that doesn't mean that the prices are going to all of a sudden dive, because the interest rates are higher. What that means is there will be less people that are cream of the crop that get it, but the prices will still continue to grow. And at some point, if you strike at the right time and you put the right offer together as a first-time home buyer, you will be able to at least get into a home, but it may be at an elevated price point. So I would suggest not shopping at the top of your price point. As always, we don't want to be house poor and things like that, but that's something that you're going to have to factor into your plan if you're going to get into a home as a first-time home buyer. Next, we're going to talk about rents, right? We can't talk about all this with rents. There's all those people out there that are like, oh, it's better to rent, affordable, this, that. The truth is you're not building wealth. The honest truth is the rents are being affected because mom and pop first-time home buyers that are house hacking are coming into the space, and they're going to want premium for their homes when they rent them out. Rents have gone up 25% in some areas this year, which is absolutely crazy. But we have to understand that if we're renting a home as, a mom and pop investor, we have to get that top dollar because we have less down payment. We're not the big industrial investor that just has cash and it's just a cash money number thing, because we have mortgages on those properties. So as that continues, first-time home buyers again getting squeezed out a little bit because mom and pop and house hackers have a plan. They can get in there for low down payment as a house hacker, and then they need to reach that 97% loan to value to cover their mortgage because no one's losing out. So as that happens, rents continue to increase and prices continue to increase. And so you're kind of getting left out in the cold if you're renting. By the end of 2022, here it is. I think the starter home, detached in our Denver market is going to be over $500,000, even in the very affordable areas currently. This is kind of the Denver metro market. So inside the C470 loop, I think you're going to be paying at least $500,000 for those starter homes. One bathroom, maybe 2 or 3 bedrooms, things like that. And you're going to have to come full in. So that's part of that. I think that the next part of this is the attached homes are going to be $400,000 in those areas that you want to be inside the C470 loop. And if you're $400,000 for a condo, HOAs are going to come into play, and ultimately that first-time home buy, whether it's a condo or a house, is going to cost you the same amount because by the time you factor in raising HOA costs, we're going to be there. So inflation has reached the real estate market as well. So continue to grind and make real estate a priority, because if you're renting, you're going to continue to feel that push and that pinch, and those houses aren't going to lose value because the minute that somebody sees a deal, they're going to take it. So after all that, those are my bold predictions for 2022, regardless of where you're at, first-time home buyer, renting, savvy investor, downsizing, moving up. Let's talk, because making a plan in this market is extremely important. If you get into the market and you don't understand what all is going on, you get overwhelmed, you get discouraged. So whether you're looking to buy December 31st, 2022 or January 15th, 2022, we better get on that. But let's sit down and make a plan. There's no time like the present to make a plan for your future and get into real estate and quit paying someone else's mortgage and building their freedom while you can build your financial freedom. So thanks for tuning in. Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty. Give me a comment, would love to chat with you anytime. Have a great new year, and I'll see you in 2022. Bye-bye.